Alright, so I'm in beta 2.3 number 5 as far as the beta goes. And I'm here, I just want to test how the new hull hardness, which is supposed to help make up for the weaker shields, stands up against other ships. Now I can't test in a CZ, which is where you should do all your testing, because those are the ships that are hardest to kill. Because in beta, every system has none for its state, so I don't think you can find CZs anywhere. So I'm in a HazRez just to increase the opportunity. I don't have anything in my cargo hold, so I'll still be able to pick the fight. And you know what difficulty or level that the enemy is, that's going to be kind of random. But I just wanted to see, how much hull damage do I take, what happens to my modules against AI. I haven't played in almost 2 months, so I'm a bit rusty, but just here to test. That's why I have a bunch of beam lasers as well. Other than the beam lasers, there's nothing else that I changed on my ship. This is the same as my live version ship. I didn't take any of the boosters off. I have 4 of them. But I didn't take any off because I didn't want to change anything else. I realized that once you get past 2 reinforced shield boosters, the diminishing returns kick in. You don't really get much out of them. But I think I had 3 resistance one resistance booster and 3 that were just
target shields offline.
Just engineered. Heavy duty was the word I was looking for there. So yeah, so I have 3 heavy duty engineered shield boosters and 1 resistance augmented. So really the 3rd heavy duty is not doing me any good anymore. But anyway, I didn't change anything else on the ship, so I just wanted to see how the hull holds up. So I'm gonna drop my shields and then start shooting at some of these guys to see how my hull and modules stand up. So alright, so we drop the shields here.
Shields offline.
Those will eventually, after a few years, those will come back up. 0515.
Target shields
It should be a really
online.
long time with the prismatics plus the 4 boosters, shield boosters. So
Target
anyway,
destroyed.
let's pick a target here. Deadly Anaconda. Okay, so let's try that. Oh, his already shields are down a little bit. I guess he's fighting somebody. Python fight. Now normally I have this configuration when I'm trying to keep my shields up. Obviously my shields don't matter at this point, so if I was in a real fight I wouldn't have too many pips to assist anyway until I'm out of the fight and trying to get my shields to come back up. So let's go with that and shoot this guy and see what happens. Like I said, it's been 2 months, so we'll see. I got beams, and then I got 2 huge multi-cannons. And a small
Scan detected. Hull integrity compromised. Under attack. Target shields offline.
So that didn't last long. I don't even think, I guess somebody shot at me. I'm down to 84% hull. Didn't do a whole lot of maneuvering because I kind of jumped him like that. Took some module damage to my sensors. Tiny amount to the power distributor and frame shift drive. And the module reinforcement package, which makes sense. So didn't take a lot of hits or damage, although my hull's down to 84, and I forgot to mention that my hull is the military hull. It's not a stock so let's go pick on somebody else here. Anaconda. Master, so not much of a challenge.
Under attack. Target shields offline. Target
Okay, so
destroyed.
obviously flying around without hull reinforcement packages is not going to work. So yeah, I don't really know how surprising that is, although like I said, I do have the military hull. So my hull's down to 33%. I definitely wouldn't be sticking around if this was for real. My modules though, that looks like they did pretty good. A little bit of damage, not much. Not much there. Took some damage to the FSD. Life support down to 88%. That's interesting that took that
Scan
much.
detected.
Beam. Cockpit canopy.
Under attack.
ADS. So that's a little unusual. Normally,
Connectivity critical.
if you don't have cargo, leave it alone. I guess they changed that too.
Target shields offline.
So I'm gonna get out of here before I needlessly die. And I'll throw on some hull reinforcement packages because obviously the module reinforcement package by itself isn't going to help you, although it certainly did a pretty good job protecting my modules given that the
Scan detected.
AI doesn't target your modules specifically, they only kind of hit them incidentally. So I'm going to go back to a port and throw a couple of hull reinforcement packages on, and I'll rerun this test and see how I do. Now, in a CZ I would have been dead because the ships take a lot longer to kill. So the fight would have been taking longer, it would have taken more damage. So I really wish I could test this in a CZ, which is where you really should be testing. But anyway, and also the military hull, I don't know how much that really helped me. They're expensive, they're heavy, but I guess it helped me. I don't know. I've never tested without having a military hull, so I don't know how that would help. Functionally, I know what the numbers tell you, but actually in combat, I'm not really sure how much that helps. But definitely, you're not going to be fighting with shields down without hull reinforcement packages. At least, that's what this little test tells me. And it also tells me that the module reinforcement package does a pretty decent job when your shields are down of protecting your modules, at least against AI. Against a person, not so much, I would expect. Looks like my canopy took the most damage there. So anyway, that's it for this test. I'll be back later on the second test with more HRPs.